Hi everybody, welcome to AdMaths with Puanshan. Today we are going to continue with our normal distribution part 3. Alright, okay. Today we are going to learn how to standardize a normal distribution. Alright, standardizing a normal distribution. A normal distribution, which is n, this is a symbol, mu sigma, can be changed into a standard normal distribution, which is 0, 1. Using the z-score or the z-value. This formula you got to use to convert a normal distribution into a standard normal distribution. Okay, so let's look at this. Therefore now the probability of a normal distribution, let's say you get to find p x greater than a, you want to find the answer. You have to first change it to the standard normal because we are going to use the table and the table has already been changed to standard normal. That table is only standard normal values. Therefore, if you get a normal distribution, you have to change it to the standard normal. From x you change to z and you use the formula here, which is, okay, this is the small x. Small x is this value here. So it's here, it's a. So it's a minus mu over sigma. Where all of you know already, mu is the mean and sigma is the standard deviation values, which are normally given in the question. Alright? Okay, let's look at an example. Okay, given the mean is 25, that means the mu is 25 and the standard deviation is 8. Sigma is 8. They want you to find the probability of a normal distribution less than 43. So your step 1 will be convert the standard to the normal to the standard normal. So I have to change this to z. Okay, x change to z. You got to use the formula up here. So this is your small x, alright? Small x is this. So it will be 43 minus mu. We have given here the mean is 25 and the standard deviation is 8 over 8. Okay, you calculate this, you will get a value z less than, we have done that for you already, 2.25, right? Okay, now you need to find this value in the table. As we always do, you got to first draw and shade the area. Z less than 2. Okay, so look for 2.25 in your area. Center is 0. 2.2 must be somewhere here. So we draw a line and then we look at the symbol. Less than means to the left. So we shade. Okay, this is the area. Alright, now we have done that. Okay, actually we have a step 1 up here, which is convert x to z. So this becomes, after converting, you draw the area. Okay, done. After drawing the area and shading, you do step 3. How to find this area? Now, how will we find this area? So it will be the whole thing 1 minus that small part there, right? So 1 minus p z. That side will be more than 2.25. Okay. See, this is 2.25 here. So this area to the right is, this area is more than 2.25. Okay, so step 3, you got to look at your picture and ask yourself how to find that area and put it down here. 1 minus that will give us a big area. Okay, finally we do our table. Step 4. Now you read from the table 2.25. This is the normal looking for the area. So you look for you go down here and search for 2.2, and then 5 is here. You come down this row and read this answer. Okay, 2.25. It is 0.0122. Is like that. So you go, you put it here 0.0122, then you minus 1 minus that, and you got 0.9878 as your final answer. Okay? So it's actually what you have done before in part 1. The same thing you have done in part 1 except for the first step. Okay? In part 1, everything was in standard normal Z already, but here they given you in normal and you have to convert it to standard normal. After that, step 2 onwards is all that you learned in part 1 of a normal distribution. Okay? Okay, so I will show you another example. Like one more example on this. Same question. Okay, let's say B. Find the probability of X between, let's say, 20 and 36. Okay, between 20 and 36. Okay, so when you get X between 20 and 36, step 1, change X to Z. I need to change to Z. Like that. Okay? Step 1, changing X to Z. Normal to standard normal. So we got to use the Z score. Okay. So this side, this is your small x, 20. So it's 20 minus mu over sigma. And that side, this is small x. Okay. So it's 36 minus 25. Okay. Mean over 8. Okay, now you calculate the value here. Your answer here is negative 0.625 and okay, you are done with step 1. You have converted a normal to a standard normal, and this is it. Step 2 now. Step 2, draw and shade the area concerned. So we shall do it here. Okay, this is my curve. So we have negative 0.6, which is somewhere this side. Okay, and 1.375, which is somewhere here. Alright, and the area is between them, therefore we shade the area between them. Okay, done. So step 1 done, step 2 done. Now we go to step 3. How do we find this area? It would be 1 minus A minus B, right? So we put it down here. 1 minus area A. Okay, you're going to imagine it's on this side, this way. Imagine it's here, so it will be this side will be 0.65. So straight away you write more than 0.625 and minus area B. Area B is more than 1.375. Okay, I repeat it. To find this area, you have to take the whole bell, that is 1, minus area A. Now area A is on the left corner, we imagine it's this side, so we put more than 0.625. Then minus area B, which is Z more than 1.375. Okay? Okay, what is the next step after that? Step 4, read from the table. Now 1 minus, okay, we look for this 0.65 means here 0.6, 2 is here, this row, okay, this value, and 5 is from here. We go down to the same row, this value. Okay, let's see what that is. I didn't put it down. 0.625. 1 minute. 0.6. 2 is 2676. 2676. And down the same row, 5 is 17. Okay? Just like that. minus, right? So you must minus 17 at the back. If you are using your calculator, you have to put 0017. 0.2676 minus 0017, what do you get? Okay, you'll get 0.2664. That's what you get. So you take and put it here. 0.2664. Okay? And then we do the same for the next one. Look for 1.375. So look here, search for, right? Let's say 1.3 is here. You go down 7. So here's 7. So we go down here. This row. Okay, let's see what's the value here. 1.37 will be 0.0853. Okay, and then 5. 5 will be here. Go down and see what's the value here. Okay, you put a ruler so that you can see like this. Okay, you put a ruler 1.3 and 7 and 5. 5 here is 8. So you need to minus 8 at the back. Okay, we are using a calculator. You minus like this, and you will get 0.625. No, sorry. 108. You get, this is which one? 1.3, yeah? 10845. You get this? Really? Something is wrong. Wait, I'm not sure. Something like that. And you finally minus everything and you get 0.6495 as your answer. Not too sure about this, you can double check. Okay, so this is the method of doing it, okay? Alright, so I've shown you an example how to convert a normal distribution to the standard normal, and after that we follow the normal steps to get the answer. Okay, you are going to use this to solve problems after this. You know why? In the exams, they normally don't give you standard normal. They start with a normal. All questions will say this is a normal distribution. So when you see the word normal distribution, we have to use X. After that, you convert to the Z. Okay, let's look at some example on solving problems now. We're going to solve off. Okay. Show you one question. How to do solving problems. Okay. Example 1. Remarks. Test. Okay, this is the first question. Okay, you are given a question. The marks of a maths test are normally distributed. Okay, look at this. You see this word? Normally means, remember, you have to use X. Normally distributed with the mean and the standard deviation. Find the probability. See this word probability? So you remember P. Put the P. Okay? You see the word probability, you put the P there. That a student chosen scored between 45 and 65. So you're going to use X. So you put X is between 45 and 65 marks. You write this down. Okay? Find the probability. Okay, step 1. Since it's an X, I cannot use the table because my table is a standard normal table. Therefore, I need to change this to a Z. I have to change it to a Z. Okay? So, remember the Z score? Yeah, use that formula. So, this is my small x. So, it's 45 minus mu 75 over sigma. And the other side is 65 minus 75 over 10. You get this answer here. What you get? You calculate. Okay, then we give you the value. It's -3 and -1. Okay, now we have to do what? Second step. Remember the steps here? I told you just now. Remember the steps. First step, not this step. Okay. Step 1, convert X to Z. Step 2, draw. Okay, so there we draw. And shade the area. Between -1, 3 and -1. So, negative, see center is, remember, 0. So, -1 is here, -3 is here maybe. So, you draw these two lines and shade the area. Alright? Okay. Step 3, how to find this area. How to find this area now? Now, if the area falls here, it's easier if you will reflect it this side. Imagine, okay, you just take a mirror image. This will be 1 and 3. This area, you take a mirror image, it's also here. The same. Remember the graph is symmetrical, so the areas will be the same. So you just imagine whatever falls on the left side, you can always flip it on to the right side. Okay? Flip it on here. Imagine it's here. So now this side, how do you find area? We will take the area from 1, it goes right up to the end, right? Z more than 1. Okay? More than 1. You have to minus. Okay. You have to minus this side from 3. This side. See? From Z more than 1 is all the way to the end. Minus from Z more than 3. Then I will get this area that I want. So you do that. Okay? You're making. You put minus Z more than 3. Okay, now what to do? Read from the step 4. Step 4, read from the table. Okay? So let's look. If it's 1, that means it's 1.0. Okay, look for 1.0. Okay, 1.0. And you read the first value here. It's just 1.0. Okay, so you get the answer. I'll write down answer for you. Oh, I don't have it. And then you just minus and you get the total. Okay? Z more than 1 is look for 1.0. Z more than 3, look for 3.0, the first value here. Then you say this minus this and you got this answer. 1.574. That's the probability that when we choose a student, he would have scored between 45 and 65 marks. Okay, we have found that. Okay, let's continue a little bit more. Part B. is lowest passing mark. Oh, sorry. Wrote down the wrong thing. Wait. Question says if 70% of the students pass test, find the lowest passing mark. Okay, this is what you have to find lah. If 70% of the students pass the test, find the lowest passing mark. So what I'll do is I'll say that K is the lowest passing mark. Okay. So now probability of normal distribution should be more than K, then only they pass. We have to find the probability of the lowest passing mark means the marks must be more than this or equal to this. So I put more or same as this. And why do we use X? Because it's a normal distribution. Okay? So it equals to, the probability is what? 70% of them pass. So 70% we change to decimal. 70 over 100 is 0.7. That is your probability. 70% of them pass, meaning probability of passing is 0.7. Okay? Okay, now we start. Step 1, change X to Z. So we put the K. K is a small x minus mu. Mu is 75 and sigma is 10. 75 over 10 equals 0.7. Okay, you got this. You need to find your K. Now we are going to look for values inside, meaning you have to use what I taught you in part 2 just now. Okay, how I taught you to find the value of A. Remember, find the value of A in part 2. So that one, step 1 is to draw. Okay, draw means I have to look at this and I have to look at the symbol. Whether it's a big area or small area. This is a big area because it's more than 0.5. And this shows is to the right. Okay, so we're going to draw big area to the right. Okay, I'm going to write the steps down here. Step 1, change normal to standard normal. Step 2, draw. Okay. Okay, how? Big area to the right. Meaning, to the right has to be a big area. Where do you think the line is? I would say it's somewhere here. Okay? Then only you get big area to the right. Okay, that's how you look at it. And then after that, we do step 2, step 3. How to find the area? How to find this area? How to find this area? We are working, we will do that side. 1 minus, see, 1 the whole graph minus this part. Okay, and this is the one you have, this is the value of your K minus 75 over 10. Okay, so 1 minus this. So this one we imagine is this side and put it as greater than. Okay, K minus 75 over 10. This one copy 0.7. Okay, we are done with step 3, how to find the area. Step 4, make P the subject. Okay, we're going to make P the subject there. So you get P Z more than K minus 75 over 10 equals to 0.3. Okay, 1 minus 0.7, 0.3. Okay, we are here. We have done that. Step 5, read from table. Okay, step 5 is to read it from the table. Here you got to look for 0.3. You have to look for 0.3000 in the table. Okay. Okay, you look inside this area. Okay, there's kind of a mess. Let me get this off. Okay. Okay. I look for the value in the table. I cannot find 3000, but I can find 0.3015 as the closest to 3000. You have to look for the closest to this. If you can't find this, you have to look for the closest but higher value. Okay? Alright, so now how much must I minus to get my 3000? So I just minus and see. 15. Okay? So now what you do? This row, look for 15 here. Look for 15 there. And you can't find 15, but you can find closest 14. Okay? Okay, now we're going to read the answer. Here is 0.5. Okay, 0.5. We go up here is 2. And this one, when we go up here, it is 4. Alright, so we go back there. Okay, so we are finding the value here, alright, this whole thing. So you write down k minus 75 over 10 equals to 0.524. Then you calculate the value of k. Before that, you forgot one more step. Remember step 6, check picture for positive or negative A. Look at the picture. Where is your A? It's on this side. If it's on this side, meaning it's a negative value. So here you got to put negative. Okay, negative 0.524. Don't forget. Okay, don't forget step 6. You must always check. Okay, now you calculate the value of k, and you finally get the lowest passing mark. It's 69.76. That's the lowest passing mark. Okay, so this one is on solving problems. I have some more parts. I'll do the other two as well. Hope you understand this. Then we're going to go to part C. Question is not over yet. A long question. Okay, part C. Find the score in the top 20%. Top 20% category. Okay? This is part C. Find the score needed so that the student is in the top 20% category. Top 20% means the probability will be 0.2 lah. So what you do? You say the score needed, is A lah, alright. Let's say it's A. So you write probability that the score is more than the same as A equals to 0.2. This one is because 20%, top 20% category. Okay, so we want to find what is the marks needed. Okay, so as usual, we follow the steps. Change x to z, step 1. So we use probability z more than the same as A minus mean over sigma equals 0.2. Okay, then the next thing is we have to do step 2, draw the area. Okay, we want to draw area for this, we need to find out where is the area. Okay, look at this. Is this a big area or small area? This is a small area, and this is to the right. Okay, this is good. So when we draw, small area to the right means like that. Very easy. This is upper tail. Therefore, you don't have much to do. You don't have to how to find the area. You just read. Okay, how to find the area? You just read only. Search for 0.2000 inside here. Find it in the center of your table. Okay, let's look at it. For 0.2000 on your table. And the answer is 0.842. Okay, you will get 0.842 lah. Like that, 0.8 here and 2. Somewhere here you will get the answer. So you take this out. A minus 75 over 10 equals to 0.842. Okay, then you calculate the value of A, which is 83.43 marks. Okay, meaning the student has to score 83.43 marks and above. Okay, 83.43 marks and more than that to be in the top 20% category in the class. Okay, you get that? So we are looking for marks. You have to put it inside here, and whatever percentage given is the probability value. Change to decimal, and you should be able to find the answer. This one's quite easy. Okay, one last one. Okay, last question. Part B. Okay. Part D. Find the percentage of students who less than 70 marks. Okay, you want to find percentage. Percentage means first you find the probability value, and probability value can change to percentage. Just like how we did just now, percentage we made it probability value, right? 20% became 0.2. Now you find the probability answer 0. whatever and change that to percentage at the end. Okay, so we write down the student who scored less than 70 marks. So which means we have to write probability of X less than 70 marks. Okay, you want to find this answer. You want to find what is it, the probability first. So step 1, change X to Z. We do the same. Z less than, we use the formula Z score 70 minus mu over sigma. Okay, this one you get Z less than then we give 0.5. Okay, now step 2. Okay, step 2, draw. This off. let's draw. We have done change x to z, done already. Now we have to do step 2, draw. Okay, where is negative 0.5? Okay, negative is, center is 0, right? So negative is here somewhere here. Negative 0.5 is there. Less than means to the left. So we shade the left. Okay. Now this is the lower tail. How to find the answer? We imagine it is upper tail. We just imagine you flip it this side and write it as more than 0.5. Okay, so just change it more than 0.5. Then you read from the table. Just look for that 0.5. You read for the first value down here, and you get 0.3088485. Okay, this is your answer. Now this is the probability of a student who scored less than 70 marks, but they are asking for percentage. So all you have to do is times 100 to make it percentage. So move the dot 1, 2. So it's 30.85%. Change the decimal to a percentage. And that's your answer. Okay? That means 30.85 students scored less than 70 marks in the exam. Okay, so I have done it. I have shown you example of solving problem questions. It's not difficult, don't think it's difficult, okay? There are only two things you need to do. Either you are looking for the probability value, it's a few steps involved, or you are looking for the value inside. Value inside, you follow this set of steps, okay, always. But if you are looking for percentage only, you just change x to z, step 1, step 2, and how to find step 3 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 is when you're looking for this. 1, 2, 3, 5 is enough. But if you're looking for values inside here, then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to follow. Okay, so you remember all the steps and you do your questions, you will be fine. So I guess this is the end of the chapter of normal distribution. You need to practice a lot. I will see you next time for another chapter. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you understand. Bye. See you for now.